the product ecosystem. So the product ecosystem, you have lots of products and services to sell, because if you're going to be a key person of influence with a core team, you must have the product ecosystem as the way of paying for everything. That's the key thing. So selling time for money is not aligned to your customer's wants. Your customer does not want you to sell time for money. If you went to your customer and said, would you like to buy my time, or would you like to buy a magic pill? And if you eat the pill, then you get the result. Customers want the magic pill, all right? They don't want to buy your time. If you go to your accountant and your accountant says, today we just want to play Scrabble, you're not going to be very happy to pay £300 for a Scrabble session. You're looking for a particular outcome in mind. And it's the same with your customers as well. So you've got to stop thinking in terms of time and service and start thinking in products and outcomes. So key people of influence are product focused and they're product ecosystem focused. So products and services don't make profit. Product and service ecosystems make profit. And that's one of the key distinctions. You could copy my individual products, and plenty of people try to, but it's very hard to copy my whole ecosystem. And very few people have succeeded in that. It's the product ecosystem that does the work, not the products itself. So for example, what we need to do is create something called an ascending transaction model. And it's going to have 4 products and services in there. It's going to have a gift that you can give away for free, a product for prospects, which is how people are going to engage with you, a core offering, and then a product for clients. So core offering is the bulk of what you do. The product for clients is the ongoing subscription or the logical next step. The gift is the free thing you can give away. The product for prospects is the easy or cheap first step to get going with. So let's have a look at some gifts. So a gift could be something as simple as online masterclass. So this is an example on our, I did this masterclass with Chris Doe. It's on YouTube. We've actually got it on our Dent website as well. And this is an example where for free, without having to opt in or without having to spend, without having to share your email or your any of that, you can actually go onto YouTube and do a free branding masterclass. And it's an hour. It covers tons of information. That's a great example. We can use that on our website. We can use that in our marketing. It's a free gift. It's a way that a lot of people are going to discover my work. So if you go to YouTube, you'll find a personal branding masterclass, This one with Ali Abdaal has now had 300,000 views, I think it is. So these are examples of gifts. So the first thing I want you to do is think about having a free masterclass online. So the masterclass is called How to Achieve Blank, How to Achieve Blank. The purpose of a masterclass is not so that people don't need to work with you anymore. It's so that people want to work with you. So if you're a restaurant, you don't give away free pizza so that people then order off the menu, because if you give people free pizza, they're not going to want to order anything for dinner. You want to give people an amazing description of what's on the menu so that they feel that they want to order from the menu. So a masterclass should not replace what you do. It should make people feel hungry for what you do, right? Keep that in mind. It's not to satiate, it's to entice people to feel more hungry for what it is that you do. So when you're thinking about that content, one of the things that we do on the KPI program is help you to develop that content that makes people feel more hungry for what you do, as opposed to making people feel that they don't need to buy what you do anymore. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, product for prospects is a way for people to engage with you. Now, product for prospects, the difference with the product for prospects is that people are going to enter their email address in order to access the product for prospects. You're going to collect names and email addresses. So I'll give you some examples. Once again, a video example might be this one, four-part video series with Glenn on how to overcome the biggest mistakes that you can make in business right now. That would be a great product for prospects. This is one we did for Score App, the 30-minute lead formula, which is a 5-step formula for generating more leads. That is a good product for prospects where people are entering all their details to get that product for prospects. Startup Workshop is a great example. Grow your startup, attract investors, make the world a better place. 90-minute web class, people have to register. So it's a good way to do that. Now you can do this as a video-based thing, or you can do it as a live event, but I want you to think about an introduction workshop, right? So whereas the masterclass is just people can watch it on YouTube or they can just watch it on your website, this is an introduction workshop that people are going to book into, and you're going to take them through a bit of a process. Every business, every single business that I've built from 0 to $1 million of revenue in year 1, right? And I've done it 7 times. 7 times I've done 0 to $1 million in year 1. I'll tell you one of my secrets. My secrets is that every single week, and I mean literally every single week of year 1, we do an introduction workshop. We literally do like a Tuesday afternoon workshop or a Wednesday afternoon workshop. And every single week initially we get 10 people on it. Then we get 20 people on it. Then we get 25 on it. Then we get 30 on it, right? And we build it up, and we basically run the introduction workshop every week. And when I say every week, I mean probably 45 weeks of the year. We don't do it on Christmas Day and we don't do it on New Year's Day, but most weeks of the year, I'm doing an introduction workshop. If I'm launching a business and I'm going to go and get my first 7 figures of revenue, I want to be running an introduction workshop once a week for 45 weeks of the year. Off the back of that, if I can generate 4 sales at 5 grand, that's 20 grand. Now I've got my first $1 million of revenue. If I repeat it every week, if I get 2 sales of 10 grand off the back of that, now I've got my 20 grand a week of revenue. I'm on the £1 million run rate. It's normally for free, and it's normally on Zoom now. I used to do these in physical locations. I used to actually run a weekly introduction workshop at a co-working space, or a weekly introduction workshop. I actually used to run one at a restaurant that had a private dining area, and they were very quiet on a Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. So we got it at a great discount, and it was a really nice space, and we used to run introduction workshops there. So introduction workshops, you get very, very good at understanding what your customers respond to if you're regularly running introduction workshops for them. Let's have a look at, so product for prospects. I want to give you one more example of product for prospects, and that is a scorecard. So probably the biggest game changer that I've ever experienced in business is when we started running multiple scorecard campaigns. Scorecards bring in leads 24/7, 365 days a year. Statistically, they are 65% better at getting a conversion than any other form of marketing, because you've got so much data attached. So whenever you want to get a high converting lead, get people to fill in a quiz or a scorecard first so that you know a lot about them. So how does it work? People go to the landing page and they say, yep, I'm going to take my scorecard. They fill in their details. They answer a series of yes or no questions, could be 10 to 50 questions. And then they get a report that tells them a bit about themselves and what they need to do to improve. This is a super, super, super powerful way to do this. So I want you to think about having a readiness scorecard. Are you ready to blank? Are you ready to have a high-performing team? Are you ready to run a marathon? Are you ready to start dating? Are you ready to have a better relationship? Are you ready to increase your levels of energy and health, right? So whatever you want to do to have a are you ready to scorecard, super, super powerful. I went to lunch with someone this week, and she said to me, I cannot believe how much money we left on the table by not having a scorecard. Ever since we've put a scorecard on the website, 8 to 9 people a day, every single day, like clockwork, fill in our online scorecard, and one of them will buy from us, which is a £5,000 to £15,000 sale. Businesses exploded off the back of the scorecards, just simply giving people that thing to do and that bit of triage. It's super easy. Score app has made templates available, and we've now got AI. So here we've got gifts and product for prospects. We talked about books, workshops, scorecards, and masterclasses. Here's the interesting thing. Most of you do not have enough demand and supply tension in your business. And that is the biggest problem. A lot of you have got a really good core product or service, but you don't have the demand and supply tension. The purpose of the gifts and the product for prospects is to create the demand and supply tension. If you've got 10 people a week, 20 people a week engaging with your gifts and your product for prospects, you're going to build the demand and supply tension. It's going to push the profitability up of your core product or service. I want you to up your game when it comes to gifts and product for prospects, because essentially that is the demand side of your business. That is the side of your business that drives demand and supply tension.